For the first 4 years of release, I played a lot of Overwatch both on console and PC, but then I got burnt out from the ever stagnating meta that consisted of 3 tanks and 3 barriers, so I stopped in 2020 and waited for Overwatch 2 to make its grand return. Has it gotten worse, or was it worth the wait? Let's find out. It's kinda crazy to think that I graduated high school back in the first few years of Overwatch's release. Now 5 years or so later, I've graduated university, so coming back to playing this game honestly felt like a blast from the past. And the best part is that I could literally transfer all my skins from the account. Then it kinda hit me, it feels too much like 5 years ago. Nothing really has changed. I still have never had a girlfriend, and other than these 3 characters, a few reworks, a couple of new maps, and a Big Hero 6 pushing a rock game mode, basically everything else is exactly the same. With the exception of this shitty new main menu song and some UI changes, it's kinda hard to tell if you're playing the first or second one. Oh, but they have changed the shield colors from blue to green, sometimes. Though I think balance-wise, the game is fairer all around. Whatever role I played hasn't really felt too undermined or underpowered, unlike the GOATs and barrier meta did to the DPS role in Overwatch 1. Is this a result of having one less player on every team? It's too early to say, but maybe. Personally, I felt that the maps are a bit emptier and less chaotic with 5v5, as well as battles taking generally a little bit longer to finish. This does make it easier to only have one tank and sometimes one healer because of the overall less damage, but it also might limit the types of combinations we can have as a team. But again, we'll see as time goes on. Also, all the smaller hero tweaks and changes they've made feel great, like Genji's spread being smaller and McCree's grenade change, further amplifying the game's fluidity as they removed a lot of the stun lock abilities of the game, or at least their effectiveness, which was a long overdue change. It's just a more refined formula of the first one, which is why it's still fun. It's the best grabbing friends from literally PC, console, or even the Switch and still having great team synergy and a generally funny ass time. Overwatch 2 makes your role in a team feel more important and unique in much better fairness than the first one did, and that kind of role selection is what I've missed the most compared to when I play some of the more general shooters like COD Warzone and Battlefield. It's still mostly the same characters and maps, but it's been so long since I felt useful in other ways than just damaging. Saving your teammates as the healer, aggroing damage as a tank, or popping off as DPS hits home differently than just a meta of people all using weapons that can beam you down. And having a team of friends that you can switch roles with every game or so complements this experience even better. It's kinda funny, but the biggest new feature to the game is the free-to-play monetization scheme. The worst part about this system is it removes any personal connection to your account and playtime. Basically, nothing can be unlocked without years of unfair grinding, and heck, you don't even get a player level anymore. Like, at least in Warzone, they give you prestige levels to show that you're a long-time player of the game. Overwatch 2's system feels so artificial, and your Overwatch 1 level is just sitting there on your profile to see. No more cool player portraits to work for or anything else really, unless you want to fork up some monies every season. Now, has this lack of innovation stopped me from playing? Well, not yet. But with that being said, this stagnation won't keep players from coming back for very long. So for Overwatch 2's future, with big FPS titles like Warzone 2 coming very soon, they'll need to keep adding even more new maps, heroes, and skins in a much more consumer-friendly way. Because games like Warzone still allow you to level up and earn the guns and attachments for them for free, like in the full-priced versions of the main game. While in Overwatch, you don't unlock anything really other than the cosmetics, and heroes shouldn't be locked away since overall it's not a new game, it's basically the same as the first one, so players need to have more ways to earn coins and free good cosmetic items and rewards, especially for players who play the game for a long time even without paying anything. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually miss the loot boxes. Okay, hold on, was the loot box system actually better than the battle pass, or am I just being nostalgic? Find out in the video in the end card.